What's up, guys? Today I'm going to tell you about my fourth grade teacher called Mr. P. No, I'm not going to say his real name, but we can just call him Mr. Piece of Shit. This dude was an absolute piece of shit teacher. He hated kids, but yet became a goddamn teacher. Mind fucking blown at that. If you hate kids, why would you become a teacher? I don't understand. Anyways, we had this one little piece of shit kid, and he was equally deserving of what happened to him. Called Luke. And everyone called him Luke the Duke. And the reason we called him that is because he would go to the bathroom, and I guess his parents never taught him, about cleaning his hands or, did anything to let him have clean clothing or anything, because they were probably piece of shit parents too, right? All right. So he smelled pretty fucking bad. And when you're that age, you fucking make fun of people for the dumbest of reasons, petty ass reasons. Anyways, Mr. P would go out of his way to mess with this kid because I guess like Mr. P knew his dad or whatever back from when they were in school, and I guess his dad was a piece of shit to him. So in return, I guess he was a piece of shit to his, this dude's kid. Anyways, this kid was a little piece of shit, trailer trash motherfucker. Anyways, he would go out of his way to steal stuff. He would sit there and make noises during class, disrupt them, tear up textbooks and stuff. And one day, he just made Mr. P snap. Mr. P just got quiet. He said, "We'll see tomorrow." And Mr. P decided to come to school tomorrow with a refrigerator box that's been cut in half, big enough to cover a desk with a kid in it. And that's exactly what he did. He took it, he moved the kid and his desk next to the teacher's desk in the front of the room, and then put the box over him. That way Luke could have no contact with any outside forces. Like no other kids were allowed to talk to him. There was a slit in it where he would hand him his work and where he would hand his work out to him. And he would sit there and actively mock Luke throughout the class hour, like throughout the day. He would just sit there and constantly make fun of him, you know, ask him questions knowing that he can't say anything back, call him out on things knowing he can't do. And one day, Luke, being the little, trailer trash he is, decided to do something about it. So what he did was he started drawing a bunch of like white supremacist symbols and things like that all over the inside of the box, right? And Mr. P heard him giggling and laughing in there. So he pulled off the box and asked what he was doing. He started yelling at him, "What the hell are you doing in there?" And by the way, he did curse. And I'll explain why he was allowed to do that after. All right. "What the hell are you doing in there?" Yada, yada, yada. Just yelling, screaming, spitting basically right in his goddamn face. And he breaks the box. He finally, Luke is like, "I was drawing on it, whatever, whatever." And so he breaks the box to see what he's drawing. And the first thing me and everyone, all the kids see, Luke was drawing on this particular box giant dicks. Big, veiny, throbbing dicks all over the inside of the box. And uh, this guy had the most shocked look on his face that I've ever seen. It was hilarious. He threw the box across the room and he yelled at the kid to get the hell out of his classroom, and he called to the office, and the kid was sent to the principal's office, right? Fast forward a little bit, and one day Mr. P stopped showing up as our teacher. We were wondering, we're like, what the hell? What the hell's going on? We start hearing yelling from another classroom. Turns out Mr. P wasn't fired, which, in hindsight, he should have been fired, but reassigned as the tech teacher for the typing class that they had in the school because they thought he wasn't fit enough to be a standard core teacher. And that's ridiculous. And what I want to get at with this story is that A, if you hate kids, right, don't become a teacher. B, why the hell was there no legal action done to this dude? This dude put a cardboard box over a kid and exiled him like he was fucking Napoleon during class, right? And see, you couldn't get rid of him. For what reason? I didn't know until I got older, but there's this thing called tenure. And tenure is basically if you spend X amount of time with whatever company, school system, whatever, right there, I think it's like 10 years in most places. You have something called tenure, and it makes it extremely hard for them to get rid of you. Like you can sue them and things like that if they try to get rid of you. So their only way was to reassign them to a different class. And I just think it's ridiculous that there can be a teacher like that. And even if the kid was a thug and white trash, you know what I mean? Why the hell was that teacher not fired on spot for doing something like that? That's outrageous. Uh, he didn't last long, thankfully. We had a new principal at the sorry about that. After the other one died, and they eventually did get rid of him. But uh, here's what I have to say to you, my subs. If you are in school still and you have a teacher that treats you maybe not as severely as what happened to poor Luke here, but anywhere near that, report it. Tell your parents. Try to get something done about it because teachers are not supposed to uh, treat their students like that. That is ridiculous, regardless of what the student does. The only way I should see a teacher being able to be physically harming a kid is if it's in self-defense, like the kid is attacking the teacher and he has to fight back, right? That's the only time. Uh, if there's if you have any form of that, you know what I mean. You need to tell someone, please, for your own good, because Luke wasn't the only one he treated like that. I got treated like that too, and it ate at me for years. The whole "what did I do wrong" type of thing, and this he was just a hateful person, and I don't like to see that to happen to anyone else. And I try to help people that it is happening to, and like I said, if it is, report it, tell someone what's going on, please talk to somebody. Don't let it eat at you, because it can hurt your self-esteem for years after it happens.